rappers and music producers. It is a celebration right now. And it is very important that I celebrate with you because you are a part of this amazing accomplishment. I'm actually close this door. Chris, you are first. Kyle, what's up? What's going on, peoples? Deton, Potato, Simple C, Nicholas, MD Beats, Rap, 01, Chris, uh, Ernest, MD, The Raven. Oh, man, what's up, peoples? How y'all doing? So, if you have any confusion about the thumbnail, today is the 100th day that I have uploaded a video in a row consecutively. We've been uploading videos for the last 100 days. And last night I tried to do something a little different where I invited you guys to chat with me on Instagram. And basically we had conversations on camera. I was able to meet with a lot of folks. But unfortunately, I've been trying to render the video on my laptop down here. I've been trying to render the video all morning. Last night I started rendering it at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it said it was going to render for the next 6 hours. Mind you, I got a fast laptop. So when it says that, it's really great quality. 6 hours, try to downgrade it, still says 6 hours. Had issues this morning, try to do it again, and it says 6 hours. And I was like, nah, let me not let y'all think I'm going to just drop the ball at the last day. But that being said, I'm here. We're going to make the 100th video a live stream today, primarily a Q&A. It's where we have conversations, you ask questions, and we go back and forth. Because at the end of the day, it's all about y'all. It ain't about me and this accomplishment. This accomplishment brings us together, of course. It brings everybody in here, but at the same time, it's not about this accomplishment. It's about y'all. It's about the fact that you guys have been sharing my videos. And when I started 100 days ago, when I started on this campaign, we had 50,000 subscribers. Now we're like 76,000. So people always ask me about growing a YouTube, which I have so much more knowledge than I did at that point in time in terms of like the do's and the don'ts. And you don't have to do 100 days in a row. I just wanted to have an accomplishment that was like, that's dope to add to the resume. But that's all it really is. It's just work. And then also seeing the ad revenue go up, that was inspiring to where now, you know, YouTube channels, it's very rare that you see them monetizing really great money unless they're making, you know, unless they have like tons and tons of views, comments, and great SEO. But here we are. We almost at 2 G's a month just on the ad revenue because of you guys sharing these videos. So, you know, I know no matter what, rent is always taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I know no matter what, the beat, it gives me time to focus more on the beats and putting those out. These reviews have brought other people to us. They brought other people to us. Splice reached out to me, which is a blessing in itself. They reached out to me and they, I guess they don't have affiliates often, right? And so they have to hand select their affiliates. I am officially an affiliate of Splice, which is amazing because now what I'm going to be able to do is in the future, they have something on their website called Repacks, where basically I take my best or my most favorite sounds from Splice, I put it into a playlist, and then I can share it with you guys, and you guys can basically like just pick them up and go and add them to your Splice account or download them as well. So I'm going to have packs for like a starter trap pack, a starter R&B pack, a starter, you know, EDM trap pack. And it's going to all be stuff that I actually use, not just stuff that I'm stretching. And I'm like, oh, here's a great playlist. I'm going to give you the stuff I use because you're going to use it differently. I don't worry about you using my sounds and making better beats. I don't worry about that. You guys are going to make what you're going to make. And I think that's what it's all about. Output reached out to me today. Output wants me to do an official review for their product Arcade. And that came from me doing videos before. But no, we're not selling recycled kits. You troll so hard, you're going to hurt your fingers, bro. Anybody selling no recycled kits. It's the kits that are already on Splice. They're called repacks, where basically you save them into a playlist. Think of it as a playlist. Yeah, that'll help. Think of it as a playlist that you bring all the sounds together, and now you have the best of what you have found on Splice. That's what it is. No, anybody reselling stuff. Stop it. Stop it. But that's that. And I feel like I don't have to defend myself no more. Y'all know my heart. I get tired of some of y'all come here. Y'all y'all gotta be new. Some of y'all gotta be new. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, man, things are changing. The tide is changing, and I cannot help but tell you that I feel like at the source of this was that video that I did about the piracy with FL Studio. When folks was like, "Shut up, stop talking about it, because you're embarrassing yourself. Don't do this. You're ruining your brand." Everybody said I was ruining my brand. I'm telling you right now, my brand has never been as more valuable as it is today. If I could show you half of the emails that I get on a regular basis from companies that appreciate me doing what I did and that say, look, we want to help you build your brand up. We want to do whatever we can to help you along the way. DistroKid is an ally. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild. DistroKid is an ally. You know what, Dark Charm? Nah, I'm not amped, but you're gone. Bye. I'm gonna go ahead and just let you go do whatever you was doing before. You know, sometimes a lot of folks come in here with energy and they can't understand what's going on. Some people got bad energy in their life, man, and they try to bring that to the internet, and you know, this is the only audience that'll pay attention to them. So that being said, it's a lot of great news, a lot of great things that are happening. Try to put up that video from last night with the live stream and IGs. That wasn't really going according to plan, but here we are now. So do you guys have any questions about whether it's YouTube related, whether it's sponsorship related, affiliate marketing related, whatever it is, let me know. And I can definitely answer that because I have a lot more information than I had before. You know, just about really putting yourself in a position where your brand becomes that much more valuable. Any questions that you guys have, this is now the time to ask. Have you had any time to make beats in that 100 days? Okay, in the beginning, that was a struggle, fam, because I was like, how can I make videos and you know, edit these videos, but then also find the time during the day to spend time with my family, spend time making beats, which could be hours on end. So then I had to find a way to make a perfect marriage between my beat making process and also my videos. So then when you guys saw me like making like a product review and at the end of it, I showed me making a beat, that was the only way that I was able to make a beat. I had to make a beat that fell within the content of the video. So then it was like, I'm working on a beat for the video goal. So then I put those together. When I married them, it made it so much easier to do that. So when I was making new beats, I wasn't making them just for those videos. I was making new beats for my website. You know what I'm saying? I was repurposing it for my YouTube and repurposing it for the Spotify and all these streamings and whatnot. But yeah, that's how I made the time to do that. What's your opinion on IGTV and selling beats? Trying to sell beats on IGTV. I think IGTV for producers, we should use that initially, not to shove down the same kind of content we will put on our Instagram or IG story. I think you should use that as, while it's still fresh, try to be as human as possible on IGTV and connect with people on that level. Because if you connect with them on that level, what's going to happen is that people are going to be able to judge you just upon who you are. After that, you can introduce them to other aspects of your life. But I feel like if you come out the gate as a music producer, like, yo, visualizer, me working on a beat, they're going to automatically associate with you with somebody that's probably going to spam their account or have the same kind of content. So, so yeah, I think IGTV is interesting. I don't think it's going to be the YouTube killer, as some people have been saying, but I think it's definitely going to be a stronger alternative than even Facebook videos were. I think this is their second attempt at trying to make something that's competitive because of, I think, first of all, the ability to bring in new people, a new audience, and the fact that you don't have to really have any SEO knowledge. They're kind of bypassing that. They're going to take advantage of that, and they have over 1 billion users now. As ridiculous as that sounds. So that is that. Let me see some more questions. Mr. Different, what's up with you, bro? You know what I love about you, man? We tend to overlap when it comes to products. I guess these products are reaching out to us at the same time. But what I love is that you give a different perspective, man. I think the community in a whole is stronger when they hear different perspectives from different people. Especially folks that know what the hell they're talking about too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Nas in the background. Nas in the background wilding out as usual. Huh? Oh yeah, I can turn it though. If you want me to do that, you want to go? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna turn the camera. My wife wanna, so y'all get to watch TV with me for a second. Just waiting for my wife to go in the room and all that. Love y'all. Bye, Papa. Hell no, Burger King. You ain't getting none of the sponsorship money. Stop it. Stop it, Burger King. Thank you, fam. Thank you for the congrats. Kyle, man, I got a collab. Oh, you said collaborations. I'm about to say, people keep asking me about lyricology. Like I know everything going on. Like we joined at the hip, but I haven't talked to that dude in a minute. You know, last thing I heard is that, you know, he has some issues going on outside of the YouTube, and it kind of took away his time from that. But no, we don't have anything planned for collaborations. I'm very like, I don't know, like I'm very strategic about collaborations. Like a lot of you guys have been hitting me up asking me, oh, when are you gonna collaborate with a smart rapper and whatnot? And I was like, I had just got put onto his content around the same time my son was born, right? And you guys are like, oh, you're gonna collaborate. So what you don't realize is a lot of these dudes do reach out to me. It's just a matter of timing. If it doesn't make sense timing wise, or if the content doesn't make sense, we're not gonna collaborate for the hell of collaborating. I don't believe in that in any aspect. I don't believe that as a producer. We shouldn't just collaborate because we make beats. I mean, it can be a waste of time if we don't have a specific goal we're going towards. Yo, let's get in the, if we say something like we're gonna get in the studio, we're gonna have the most fun we can have and try to just make a banger. To me, that's a very focused reason we're doing that. But if you're just saying, hey, I have a car, you have a car, let's just go drive on the freeway together. It's like, but why are we doing that? So when it comes to collaboration, I'm very, very strategic about that. That's why it's always a lot of stuff with Game from BusyWorks, because not only is that somebody I consider a friend, but also somebody that has broke bread with me and we've done business. Smart rapper, let me tell you what happened. And he'll tell you, you know, he's a very blunt dude, but he'll tell you, he sent me an email about collaborating the same week that my son, my wife was basically due any day. And so she finally was in labor. And I happened to look at his email, but I didn't respond back to it, I guess, fast enough. And I guess he has one of those email trackers that lets him know when you open up his emails. And he sent me back a message where he was kind of like a little bit passive aggressive, talking about how, you know, I know that you opened up my email and closed it 2 or 3 times. You know, I think that I gave you enough fair time to hit me back, and just trying to see what's going on with him. I just thought it would be a good idea for both of our audiences to come together. And I was just like, my dude, my son has just been born. Like I'm in the delivery room right now. I could take a selfie and you'll see like IVs and all that behind me. And he was like, oh, my bad. So we haven't really picked the conversation up since then. And I'm not in a rush to do any collaborations. I think everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I think everybody has their own audience and they should just focus on that. I think that's probably most important to me. Plus, too, man, what you got to realize is that we're new to a lot of people. Like we're strangers to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know each other. I don't know most people I don't know except for their videos and a screen name. I don't know folks. So yeah, that's that. So in case you guys wondered, I'm always pretty transparent with it. I don't think it's a bad guy. I think he just didn't realize that, you know, I had everything that I had going on. So is what it is. But then I meet people all the time that, you know, they understand people's timing. They understand that, you know, it's not about like feeling like you're entitled to get a response back. If I hit somebody up, if I could tell you all the celebrities that I follow that follow me, that I hit up about giving a free copy of my book for promotional use because the publisher asked me to do that, and didn't actually hit me back, you'd be surprised. It's folks that, you know, I've actually done business with, broke bread with, didn't hit me back. But in a minute, they'll ask me for something. I don't take it personal. I just kind of just be like, okay, these are the terms of our relationship. Time to move on. So That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah, you guys are better judgment about his content than I am. I don't really consume a lot of people's content unless it's in my timeline. I know it probably sounds terrible, but I don't really believe in competition. I don't believe anybody, especially in YouTube. There is no competition. You know what I'm saying? You are applying to your particular demographic based upon if 98% of our communication as human beings between one another is body language, that means that it don't matter what you're saying, doesn't matter what content, you can literally copy the same amount of content. You could copy every video that I'm doing. And sometimes I see it even on my Instagram where, I'll inform people to, hey, get on Instagram, talk to your audience, and they'll emulate or imitate the same exact thing that I do. But I don't worry about that because it's about your body language. It's about your tone. If people don't believe what the hell you're saying, they're not going to buy into it, even if the information is good. They're not going to buy into it if they don't believe you when they see you. And so I have the same mentality about all of that stuff. So yeah, I don't really study anybody else. How did you grow so quickly? By taking an SEO course, videotrafficacademy.com. And then also too, studying a lot of videos that had to do with an app called Video. What is it? Video Buddy? I'm tripping. TubeBuddy. I'm TubeBuddy. You gotta excuse me. My brain is a little bit still fried from lack of sleep. I'm about to get it back though. So yeah, TubeBuddy is my best friend. It's the reason why when you go type in a term like 16 bars, I'm the first video that pops up. Just 16 bars, right? That's a pretty huge search term to be number one for. And then also too, the longer you have a YouTube, the more skin in the game that you have. The more content you put out, the more skin in the game you have, right? The more the more I heard one YouTuber that was basically saying, like one of the professional YouTubers was saying that every day you don't have to upload a new video, but you have to put something into this algorithm that's YouTube, where basically you could start up a new playlist today, create a new playlist and just put your videos together in there. And YouTube has that as it counts something towards what you're doing. I forget what it is, but it counts something towards, it's almost like the same value of having a new video pop up because it's something that is searchable within the search terms. It's so much stuff that I have learned over this time period that makes this so much more fun to do. All I would say is really educate yourself on search engine optimization, high ranking search terms, and figure out how to strategically put stuff together. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. What was the name of that video course you took? Videotrafficacademy.com. And when you see it, it looks like it's a little bit outdated because he shows you like an older version of YouTube since all of these new changes happens, but the information is still very, very relevant. It's a guy named James Wedmore that, I think the course is like $96, but I made that back within the first month. The first month that I did it, and I had to revisit it this last 100 days, but the first month that I did it, I was making only $12 ad revenue on YouTube, and then I pushed it up to 126 within the first month because of that course. So you're not a sponsor of mine, but that's what it is. Who do you enjoy watching? On YouTube, or what are you talking about? Who do I enjoy watching? Is it possible to monetize remixes of popular songs? No. Some way, shape, or form, they're going to come find you. You can call it a re-edit. You can say whatever you want, but that system is a brilliant system that can pick up some of the craziest stuff. Sometimes it picks up stuff that it's not even there. I'll give you an example. I did that viral video about I made a remix of the yodeling boy from Walmart. I literally just used 5 seconds of a clip I found on the internet. This company called Viral Hog came through and claimed that and therefore monetized the entire video, which sucked. But then it let me know what the name of the game is. The name of the game is be the first to claim something, right? And so in that arena, remixes are like all null and void. You can't do remixes like you used to do them anymore. You used to be able to put up a remix on SoundCloud, get yourself a bunch of fans, even on YouTube, get a bunch of fans and everything will be gravy. It's not like that anymore because labels realize the real money is in the monetization of these videos, the monetization of other channels that use the songs of these videos. That's where the real money is for a lot of folks. And so they do it. they do it. If they know a song is on 50 different YouTube channels, or 50, I don't think 50, it's over 4,000 YouTube channels. A song is being played for 30 seconds and they can monetize it off of your video, they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So that includes, bloggers, that includes people who make makeup videos, that includes people who do skateboard videos, that includes the little kid with the cell phone who's, talking stuff to the camera. He's making money for the people, whoever he's playing their music of. So that is that. What is your best advice getting over the fear of being on camera? Put the camera in front of you often and force yourself to talk. Force yourself to talk. At first, you're going to hate your voice. At first, you're going to hate the way you look. But after a while, if you keep recording and not sharing it, you're going to get used to the whole experience yourself. Because that's the first biggest obstacle, is trying to get the comfortability with yourself on camera. So what I did in the very beginning, my thing was I didn't really have an issue being in front of the camera. I had an issue with, how can I put it? It wasn't an issue being in front of the camera. It was more so an issue sort of keeping the same energy of who I am naturally. And so I had to get in front of the camera and just record and just analyze myself, watch it and be like, what could have been better? Man, that's not even how I talk. Why am I talking like that? Why am I trying to be somebody else? And so I kept doing it. And I say after about 25 to 30 videos, things started shifting for me. You know what I mean? And for some people, it takes a gang of videos. You can even see for me, if you look at the first Curtspiration, it took almost damn near 150 Curtspirations before I had, a flow going, before I had a rhythm going. But it's fine. That happens. Thank you for the alert. Now you're gone. Oh, buddy. Gotta love the trolls, man. Not really, but you gotta love them. It's done better than perfect. Hell yeah. Especially in my world. Done is better than perfect. I had to get over that. That was one of the biggest issues that I had, was that I had to make things perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to make, they have to be, because I have an audience that that is watching what I'm doing. And they're very some of you guys are very perceptive of the details. So if I misspell a word, hey, good looking out, Jay Anime, man. Hey, shout out to Jay. Jay's been making all of these crazy Instagram videos for me. He's definitely a beast on the editing, also a beast as a rapper. You should definitely check him out. Jay Anime, man. What was I talking about? We're talking about the comfortability of being on camera. Yeah, that's something that takes time, honestly. It's just not going to come to you. Some people have a natural skill for it, but even then they can get better. Can you sell beats during the summer? Hell yeah. That's the time you need to be. I'm selling crazy right now. I'm having a hell of a summer right now. So this is the time. June, July are generally my best months after tax season. And then after that, that's where things can get a little bit shaky. That's why this time, when things are like how they are right now, you need to be selling more than just beats, drum kits, video courses, sound packs. You need to be finding all of the different streams of revenue that you can create. You need to be doing that right now, because what's going to happen is you're going to either pay for it in December if you haven't been saving money, or you're going to be thankful that you did save right now. So this right now is the time. Is the beat market too saturated? No. I think here's something I want to make as a message for all music producers. We have to stop majoring in the minor things. There's so many things that we make so major in our mind, like, oh, the beat game is oversaturated. People are not buying beats. And then you sell one beat and you start to feel a little different. If you sold 12 beats today, how much would you care about the game being oversaturated? Or what you perceive it as? You wouldn't give a damn, because you're selling beats, right? So really, I think it's about figuring out how you uniquely can sell your beats to people, how you uniquely can build an audience that is there for you. So, Young Dream, man. Hey, with all due respect, y'all have never seen me mix vocals ever. I don't mix vocals. I'm not an engineer. I don't have, like, people ask me all the time, like, I think they like my style of teaching, which is dope. But I don't mix vocals. You've never seen me mix any vocals on this channel, because that's not what I do. I don't know everything. I really don't. So unfortunately, that's not what you're gonna find here. But I'm telling you, BusyWorks, man. BusyWorks is definitely my go-to for a lot of that stuff. And then also too, something I've been doing that has been helping me out is watching other people who have different DAWs and learning like the basics of what they're doing. I've never used Ableton, never used Logic, but I've learned a lot from people who are telling me like what certain terms mean and how to utilize them within a plugin, because I can use a plugin, you know, on different DAWs. I can use it on FL Studio. So yeah. Connor Burnett, you said you're a bad teacher, dude. For real. Oh, well, I'm sorry that my teaching is bad to you. Don Shello, discipline or motivation? What do you mean when you say that? I feel like both of those are sort of linked to each other. Were you selling beats even when your DAW was pirated? Yes, I absolutely was. That was the purpose of me using the DAW, was to make beats and sell them. And I feel like sometimes I had some very like not so good months, and they would happen consecutively sometimes in times where I should have been banking out. And I really feel like that was connected to the karma of how I was doing things. So yeah, I definitely was doing it though. Selling, I'm sorry, let me go back to that question. How many beats a day is a good realistic goal when starting? I think that it's not even so much how many beats a day. That determines your that's really about your time and what you can dedicate to it. But honestly, I feel like when you first get into business, if you don't have at least 30 beats on your page, you shouldn't be expecting a whole lot of traction. You know, if you have 15 beats right now, if you were a rapper, okay, and you went to a website that had 15 beats and only 102 plays, what would your perception be of that page? I'll tell you, one would be that it's an amateur. Two would be that maybe this is somebody who doesn't know exactly what they're doing and they're still learning the business. Three might be, you know, this person is probably not going to give me great customer service. And because of those things that are associated with that, you know, you got to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. And I think a part of that is making sure you have a good catalog. So in the beginning, just worry about stacking your catalog. I wouldn't even open up a beat store until you have your catalog at least at 30 beats. And once you have it there, then from there, I will start setting a pace for yourself that you know is realistic. For me, 2 beats a week, 3 when I'm really on it is very realistic because I do so many other things. You know, the consultations, the you know, the YouTube videos, a few different things. You know what I mean? Like some of my associations with some of the brands, all these different things that pop up that it makes it difficult to make music, which I love to do the most. But I have to make sure that I'm realistic about my timing. That's the most important. There was a question about selling beats, even though say, can you monetize a beat that you lease to multiple people? Monetize it in what sort? You mean on YouTube? Because what you could do if you want to monetize it is you literally can upload it to DistroKid as the full instrumental. And basically anybody who leases the beat will have to pay you a percentage because you've already monetized it. Now, if somebody buys it exclusively, most of these websites, including DistroKid, have an option where you can whitelist certain channels. And when you whitelist a channel, it basically means that that channel will not, you don't have to worry about that channel getting flagged, right? It's not getting flagged for using your beat. If anything, they can take their own monetization money and then go from there. But yeah, you can absolutely monetize that for sure. What's up, Pure Gold? How you doing? Any tips on contracts for your leases? I mean, most of these websites have a they have a pretty standard contract for leases. But the way that I'm thinking of it right now, and this is something that I'm going to probably present to you guys later on, is it's probably going to get to a point where, because it's so hard to track how many records a rapper actually sells, because a lot of them don't actually put it out for streaming or don't put it out on the traditional music streaming websites. A lot of them get physicals and sell hand to hand. It's going to be very difficult to track that. So an option that I've been thinking about doing is anybody who buys a beat from me, I might have another leasing option, a license option that allows them basically to distribute it through my quote unquote label on DistroKid. It's not a real label, but DistroKid blessed me with a VIP account. And that VIP account comes with a label. And as a label, I can distribute multiple songs. So what I was thinking about doing was anybody who leases a beat underneath that license package, I will push it out there to distribution. Your music will be out there, and we'll split the profit down the middle 50-50 as producer and rapper. So that's something I was thinking about doing, though. I mean, that's definitely something that's in the future. But as of right now, I'm trying to focus on this playlist, which is building like crazy. Like we're close to 300 listeners on 300 followers on both of those, which for, you know, Spotify, it takes a minute to build. And it's so super dope to see you guys show up for that. And man, let me tell you, I've been coming across so many talented rappers and producers, people that I didn't even know were even out there. Y'all are so talented. So yeah, both of those playlists are out there. What is a good laptop under 300 that's accessible to FL Studio? That's a good question. Maybe somebody else can help you in there. I've never paid I never paid for a laptop under 300 that was worth bragging about or telling somebody to go get. So the playlist, people who don't know what the playlist is this. Basically, I made two playlists. One is called Dope Rappers That Buy Beats, and the other one is Dope Producers That Sell Beats Online. And so basically, both of those are dedicated to folks who are part of the leasing community. The hope is that, or the goal is that I build these playlists up so strong that I can become one of the official curators for Spotify. And I have a few people that I know that work within there, and there are curators right now that tell me the biggest thing is we have to get the numbers up. We get the numbers up. What I want to do is take both of those playlists, put them as one, and then have it to where literally, if you're in the beat leasing business, or if you're leasing beats online or selling beats online, you can go to this playlist and basically put it on shuffle and find inspiration. So if you're a rapper, you can listen to these beats and be like, oh, I don't even know who this producer is. Let me reach out to him. That's exactly the sound I've been looking for. Producers will go there and say, man, I've been looking for a rapper that raps like that. I've been wanting that kind of rapper over one of my beats. You guys come together, do business, collaborate, but it happens because we built a community within that playlist. So, so that's that. So yeah, for the playlist, man, let me tell you too how close things are getting, because if you have Spotify, go check out what is it called? Where's my phone at? It's called Radar. And I'll keep forgetting. Let me pull up this list right now, because it's one of their official playlists that they actually added my music to. They added the instrumental Lemonhead to, which I was super surprised about. I'm gonna look it up right now. So it's called Release Radar. Okay, so right now you got like Nicki Minaj, Rich Sex, you got all these different names in here. You got Tyler the Creator 435, you got Drake, I'm Upset, and then right here in the midst of all that, if you can see that, you see Lemonhead. This is an official Spotify playlist. That is good news. That is good news. That means that we got somebody's attention up there, whoever's a curator. So as long as we have their attention, we got to keep pushing on this playlist. And this playlist, let me tell you, what I really want to do with this playlist is help so many of you out there make another stream of revenue. But in order to do that, you got to put your music up on distribution. That's why I keep pushing this DistroKid link so strong, because you guys being a part of that are going to be literally pioneers that continue this business on for the next 10 years, right? If we don't find a way to bring the community stronger together, rappers and producers, if we don't figure out how to do that, if we don't figure out a way for producers to monetize, for rappers to make more money, then the business is going to shift in a way that I think a lot of you are not going to be happy with. So where the people who have already been doing it will have a living in this, but the people who are new to this, it's just going to be that much more of an obstacle to make a living at selling your beats. So this is important for a lot of people, not just yourself, but for a lot of people. And that's what it is. Yeah, I'm about to give somebody the attention they wanted. Bye. Isn't Release Radar curated by the user? No, that is an official playlist by what do you call it? By Spotify. because I had a friend of mine that sent me the list. He was like, "Yo, what the heck, man? I seen you on the release radar." So it's good news. I'm trying to put a damper in my parade. Let me go ahead and have my balloons. So here's a misconception. Clay De Niro asks, so you also lease your beats on DistroKid? No, I do not lease my beats on DistroKid. The purpose is not to put your beats on. You got to figure out what your goal is, first of all, when you put it up there on leasing. For me, I want to have another opportunity for people to discover the producer, Curtis King. I want to have an opportunity for people to discover, you know, to who find entertainment and instrumentals. I want to get that audience. I want people to basically come to my music and stream it so much it becomes another stream of revenue for me. That's my goal. Because that's my goal, I restructure my beats so that they're entertaining for 2 minutes. You'll never hear a 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute beat up there unless I'm doing some crazy transitions, but it's literally for the sake of listening to and not rapping over. That's why you hear that that Lemonhead the Lemonhead beat on Spotify sounds different than my beat leasing website, CurtisKingBeats.com, because I repurposed it specifically for Spotify. Only like 2 tags throughout the whole thing, beginning and end, and the transitions are different. The drops are crazier. There's like vocals that like there's like stuff in the background that make it entertaining to listen to. So I do something different with that. So then that is that. Any other questions? The producer can be the new artist, you know, but I don't even think I don't even think it's a competition between the two. Is it bad to use melody loops from kits? It's not bad, but you may run into issues when you're trying to monetize it. I've had a few critique my beats where people literally have, they've sent over, how can I put it? They sent over beats that had these melody loops, and the melody loop got flagged, not by the person who created the kit, but by somebody else who already monetized the song with that melody kit or a melody loop. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You must be careful. And the thing is, anyways, you want to make sure that you find a way to make that loop your own, right? Make that loop your own. Don't just leave it out there naked and just create music around it. I think that can be an issue in more ways than just creativity. It's going to be an issue for you when you're trying to monetize that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Anybody else hearing popping in my video, or is that just me? Or, sorry, not me, the one Poseidon. Any advice for, let me see, anybody else had any other question? So you're hearing popping. It's interesting. All right, let's see if I just take this microphone out, what happens.